Hello YouTube, this is Macer. I'm showing you a multiplayer battle for the Shogun expansion for Shogun 2. This replay is a bit old, but it's going to show a strategy I use against Shogun armies. And it has seemed to be working out pretty fine because I think I won every single match I've had with it, but not without a fight. Anyway, my opponent is Tarret from the 91st clan, and some of you might remember that name, and you'd be right because I've already shown you this replay, but I didn't commentate over it. But I did a machinima of it, and that is the multiplayer battle number 11. Anyway, we'll start this battle the way I start every battle, and that is by showing you my army. I do have, on the first line, I have a torture rifleman and a sharpshooter. I have 4 units of white bear infantry, unexperienced, and this is before I realized the value of it, and this is the Katana Kachi. Also have 2 units of Yarikachi, and of course my general. That is the army I'm showing my opponent, but I also have these. These are 2 units of revolver cavalry, and they are hidden. My opponent, on the other hand, knows the value of an experienced army. He has 2 units of Naginata Samurai on the front rank, he has 3 Katana Samurai on the second rank, he has a unit of Naginata Samurai and another unit of Katana Samurai, and he has his general. In the back he also has his Naginata Samurai. On his left flank he has a highly experienced cavalry, and this is a Yari cavalry, and he has a Naginata warrior monk cavalry. They look awesome, by the way, and he also have another unit of Yari cavalry, and as you can see they are quite experienced, and they are going to capture this workshop. So I got my army lined up, and I'm waiting for my opponent to make a move, and in the meanwhile I'm going to make a move on my left flank, and let's speed it up so don't take too long. Any minute now. Oh, there we go. So I'm running for my guys, and I'm trying to capture this Mirage Shrine, but he's soon going to unveil some hidden units they have. In the meanwhile, I'm capturing this, but I won't be able to capture it completely, because, there we go. My opponent unveils this hidden cavalry, and it's a Katana cavalry and another unit of Katana cavalry, and they will try to go after my revolver cavalry. I'm of course going to mount my gunners and try to get the hell out of there and not get caught by his cavalry, because that would be devastating and my cavalry won't be able to get enough shots off before he reached me. Anyway, I anticipated that, so I peeled off a unit of white bear infantry, and I was ready to give him a massive volley of missile fire if he came too close. But my opponent is smarter than that, and he's going to retreat. At the same time, on the right flank, I put my torture riflemen in a position in which I could maybe actually shoot this cavalry, but they are soon going to retreat. Firstly because, of course, my torture rifleman is close to them, and secondly they have already captured this workshop. Therefore, there was no use for them to hang on to that position, and I'm going to retreat my torture rifleman, and this archery dojo is still not captured. I don't think I actually will be able to capture it, but we'll see. Meanwhile, my opponent is making a move, and he's going for attack with his entire army. He is placing the less experienced troops on the front ranks, so that was good of him. A meat shield tactic is almost always a good idea. In this case, it's a bit an expensive one, but still a good idea. So here I am, once again, pushing up my lines and trying to engage with my enemy. Of course, I have the advantage right here, because of the massive firepower I have up front, but I stopped pushing for this archery dojo, thinking that my enemy was going to continue to advance, but he wasn't, so I rearranged my guys, and the fight is soon going to start. And as you can see, he's preparing his cavalry. You might right now hear the faint noise of his men shouting, and that's because he now has placed a direct attack order on me, and the battle is about to start. In anticipation for the charge I see is now going to go on my right flank. I move some of my Katana units and make them ready for the charge, and that's the part of the tactic I was talking about. Meanwhile, his Naginata Samurai is getting shot to bits, and he is engaging in a cavalry fight on my right, and I didn't actually manage to get a proper counter charge, seeing that I had the height advantage. Nevertheless, I'm still going to have an advantage in this fight, because I have something he doesn't have. And actually his Naginata Samurai is almost reaching my lines, but he's getting shot to bits right now, and the next line is almost undamaged. Meanwhile, I brought my revolver cavalry over to help out in this fight, and they are going to do some serious damage. Because 80 men with 2 rapid fire 6-shooters each equals a lot of pain, as you can see right here. Ooh, that's nasty. Meanwhile, the tactic I was talking about is unfolding right now. It's very simple. Have some katana units and try to hold up his guys, and meanwhile reposition your line infantry and shoot at them. And it's just a matter of placing your units correctly and getting out of combat. And here I'm actually charging a unit of Naginata samurai that actually weren't directly attacking those guys, so they are going to get slaughtered because of the charge bonus they have against them. My units are holding in center thanks to the katana unit and my general being in the vicinity. And they're going to get quite a pounding, but they're still going to survive the whole battle. Meanwhile, I actually won the cavalry battle, and I'm taking my remaining cavalry, which is the revolver cavalry, and I'm going for his general, which is in standard fight, and yeah, a general slaughter. Hey, pun. The loss of his general means that his unit actually lost a lot of morale, but they are still holding out due to the amazing quality of the units, and because Shogun units generally have more morale than Volta Samurai units. On the left flank is Naginata breaking, and on the right flank I won with my cavalry, and now it's just a simple matter of cleaning up the rest and winning this battle. Well, he is almost breaking my center, I'll give him that. But it's just a question of time before he actually breaks. And meanwhile my katana unit actually broke themselves. His unit in the center is actually doing some work, but still both my left flank right here, with my white bears and katana units, and my right flank are coming over to help, but his remaining units are breaking due to the loss of the Ottoman on the battlefield. So now it's just a matter of waiting for the replay to be finished. And there we go. So that was a simple little tactic for defeating a Shogun army, but something I've done since then to improve it is bring a lot more cavalry, and if I actually win the cavalry fight with his, or are outmaneuvering them, I will be able to get in some hammer and anvil charges, and they are still effective, even though they aren't quite as effective as they were on Rome, but they still do a lot of work. So from the results screen we can see that I deployed 1100 guys and lost 628 of them and killed 727 of my enemy. He deployed 860 guys, he lost 727 of them, and he killed 600 of my guys. And let's take a look at the unit statistics. If I just go to the kills right there, we can see that the white bear infantry actually got a lot of kills, and my katana kachi, so that shows the value of bringing a melee unit, and yeah, his katana samurai was the MVP from his team, and yeah, that's it. And if you would like to see more of this, please subscribe and I will keep you updated. Bye.